Hey guys, James Wilson Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage at Download Festival 2023. Mom Jeans are on the lineup. Eric joins me now. How are you, man?
Doing well, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Now let's start with the obvious festival-led question, shall we? It's Download, but it's not just any Download. It's the 20th anniversary of Download. It's a huge, huge summer event, massive festival. It's got to be fun to not just be here for Download, but knowing it's the big anniversary one that everyone's been looking forward to. It feels like a special weekend, this one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is our first time being involved,
Hell of
so
a debut.
we're really, really lucky. We're really stoked. We're from California, right? So
Right.
getting to play in the UK at all is kind of a treat. So getting to do just a big, crazy, massive festival and it being celebratory, it feels really cool. We don't have anything to compare it to,
Sure.
really. But it's wild. I'm always really impressed at just the level of production that goes on.
I mean,
at
it's always
something of
big,
this
isn't it?
scale. It's really humbling and it's really crazy.
Humbling's the word right
Yeah.
there. I like that. It's funny you say not to compare it to, but I remember the last time I think I saw you on a festival lineup was that when we were young, right?
Yeah, similar
Woo.
situation. A lot of logistics, a lot of people to manage,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
To see the amount of work that goes into not just keeping the artists happy and the fans happy, but just everything, keeping the town,
Keeping
the
everything
frickin'
moving.
is happy.
A lot of moving
it's
parts.
wild. It's crazy. So.
Yeah, I mean, I love chatting to bands. Just speaking of festivals and stuff, I love chatting to bands who were on that when we were young. Because I don't know about you, man, but I had the best weekend down in
Yeah, we
Vegas
had a
for that
super
one.
fun time.
What a lineup! It's got to be so nice to play an event like that. It's already gone down as legendary because my God, that lineup was absolutely insane, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and I think that the whole first day getting canceled thing, really, I don't know, it lit a fire under everybody's
Yeah, I
butt.
agree with that.
And I think that all of the bands, just the jitters were accentuated, and I think everybody felt like they had a lot to prove. And there were so many bands that haven't played in a really long time, haven't
Yeah.
toured in a long time, and they just played so well. Everybody put on such good shows that it was I felt really happy for the people who maybe got made fun of by their friends for 6 months about this isn't a real festival, and then they went and had an amazing time. I
Vindication.
think it was really validating, and I hope so, because it was awesome for us. We had a great time.
Oh my God, so much fun, such a fun weekend. Anyway, the album's been out for a little minute
Yeah.
now, right, Sweet? That's really, really cool. Nice to see kind of reactions from your fans and stuff. I'm always curious to ask people about live reactions too, because that changes the game, doesn't
Yeah.
it? When you get those tunes that
Totally.
weren't singles or whatever actually out into the set list, you get to see face to face how people reacted to them. How's that been for you? Any surprises in there in terms of the set list?
Not really. I think it's interesting you say that, because actually the singles have kind of been the big ones for
Oh,
us,
nice.
which has been really I guess we.
I mean,
we
I
kinda
guess you'd
knew.
figure, but
we
yeah.
figured, but it's just, at least Sweet Tooth was our first time really trying to present an album and present this piece of work. Just with all the accoutrements and the music videos, and try to do everything right for the first time. And I think we really feel like it paid off.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to have these songs that are really, really new, not only to us but to everyone else, and to have people sing along and react as much as they do to all the old stuff and the classics,
Yeah.
if you will, is really nice and really validating. And it just makes us more excited. It just makes us more stoked to write more music and to keep touring on these songs, because it's it keeps it fresh
Yeah.
for us, and it keeps us exciting. So
Yeah, I mean, fresh and exciting is the phrase, but also, I mean, I love how you say, already kind of looking to the next stages, as you should be. Every band these days, they're keeping it moving constantly. How far forward do you guys think? Are you already thinking about what that next era is, or just initial ideas at the minute? What kind of stage are we at?
we're trying to be more proactive. As a band, we're trying to keep the writing juices flowing. Historically, though, we just tour our little butts off, and 2 or 3 years will go by, and we'll go, oh wow, we haven't written a song in a while. I wonder if we still remember how to do that, and we'll kind of figure it out. So I think that, every artist will tell you something different. For us, it's very much about just getting to do what we want and getting to do what we feel expresses what we have going on and is a good representation. So whenever we just feel that urge, whenever it's okay, I have something to say now, I'm ready to do the next thing, and being able to do that when you want and on your terms is kind of the whole point of which is really, really nice. And so yeah, we're thinking about it.
Cool.
And we're asking ourselves I wonder what the next album is going to sound like, but we haven't decided yet. We haven't settled.
You're asking the question about whether to decide, and that's the first step.
Yeah.
That's the first step. You got to figure that out,
And
man.
we just realized we got to be thinking about it more in advance, because I think that at least with Sweet Tooth, like again, that was our first time deciding like kind of what the album was going to sound like and what we wanted to accomplish before finishing all the songs and before recording it and before naming it and everything. And I think we really liked that. We really liked that approach of having a vibe, having an end goal that we really wanted to land on, and just making the songs stack up and making them hold up to that goal that we wanted to accomplish. And we want to do that same thing. We just don't know what that is. I don't know if it's going to be 90s power pop, like maybe it will be, but if not, like we're just it's like it's really cool to be still in a band for a long time. Like, to us, I know we're still probably a newer band to like most people who are finding out about us, but like we've been a band for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, that's great.
And it still feels really, really good to like get in a room and like play music together and to like write new songs, which is like that thing that I think everybody hopes that they don't lose.
Sure.
So just the fact that like we still feel that and can still like tune into it when we need to is really, really awesome.
Man, that's such a good attitude to have, though. Like you can't force these things. It's nice to find that inspiration and just find it kind of flow out like that. And especially it is a tough thing, jokes aside, to balance that when I know you guys have been hitting the road hard and you want to get at Sad Summerfest and all that kind of stuff, right? Like, I mean, I know you want to actually get those tunes out. You've got to just find those pockets of time and find those little moments of inspiration, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like it's just like so much of like writing and songwriting, at least for me originally, like there was no self-awareness. It was just like a safe place for like self-expression. So it's definitely a balance, right? Like you don't want to take the fun out of it for yourself, but I think as you get older and like we've realized that this is like our job, like it is our income now, like it's worth spending the little bit extra time and like making an effort to like book a week of like demoing, and even if it goes horribly and you don't end up with any music at the end, just the fact that you're making that effort and that you're trying, and not just like waiting for inspiration, you're keeping the muscles exercised, and you're staying strong, you're keeping those synapses like active and still moving. So that's all we're trying to do now, is just like when that light bulb does go off, like we'll be ready to like make it happen, which is the goal.
Exciting times ahead for you guys. I can feel it already. I'm going to let you go and get ready for the weekend. Before I do, a question we're asking absolutely everybody here. It's a stacked old lineup here at Download, man. So I want the dream collab on this lineup. If you could work with any other artist that is playing this weekend, who do you think would fit best on one of your songs?
Oh, Metallica.
Straight in.
With that, I can't. Like, I don't know. They're from the Bay Area. We're from the Bay Area.
That's true.
It's like 20 years of like Saint Anger like this week. Like that'll be. We're very, very stoked to watch them later tonight.
Controversial. You're a Saint Anger boy right there.
Yeah, man. It's
I'm not knocking it.
Unironically, like actually, like really like the album.
There we go.
It's
if
super sick.
Anything's going to get you on side with that band, saying that sentence right there, I love it. A rarity. How nice to see.
I'm hoping they play Frantic. Like fingers crossed. Like I really hope that they
2 sets. I mean, come on.
That's what I said. 20 years, 2 sets. They're not gonna give us one song. Like I really hope that they do. So I'll be there and I'll be screaming my head off when that happens.
Top of your lungs, like to see it.
Yeah.
Really good to see you, man. Have a great rest of your weekend. All right.
Yeah.
That's right. Eric, everybody.